Welcome to this third vlog. Let's see if we can make this one a little more interesting because we're on the water this time, and that's good. Early autumn in Port Phillip Bay, Melbourne. Wind is about 15 knots and smooth slide sea conditions. And I'm heading back to Sandringham where Mushka has a pen just been across the bay overnight. It's been good sail.
And this is Mushka on the previous day in about 20 knots of wind coming from about 70 degrees apparent. She's doing about 6 knots under a second reef. The Fleming wind vane has control of the wheel. Unfortunately, I didn't get to sail all last week. I had a few things that I did, and I spent most of last week focusing on my jury rig. I need to finalise that this week so that when my mast comes out in a few weeks' time, I can demonstrate that I do have a jury rig or a temporary rig system that will enable me to continue to sail with the mast down. This is a prerequisite for the race entry. Apart from that, this week I've been continuing my learning with those social media tools. iMovie, my website, Facebook and YouTube are still absorbing an inordinate amount of my time.
Another task this week is to make some decisions about cooking. My source of cooking. I'm thinking it's probably going to be gas, LPG or propane, as it's called in Europe. And doing some calculations, I probably need at least 4 and more likely closer to 5 9-kilo bottles of LPG, which creates a bit of a storage issue.
I will need to carry about 120 litres of methylated spirits for this stove, which will give me a comfortable couple of hours of cooking fuel each day for 300 days. This is a big plus of this fuel versus gas, in that the weight of the fuel will decrease with use, whereas with gas I'd still have 4 or 5 empty but relatively heavy cylinders on board after use. An alcohol stove is potentially also safer than having gas bottles on board. Well, that was week 110. Things move pretty slowly in the boat refit, particularly if you're doing things for the first time. I'll be focusing this coming week on finalising the jury rig, and I'll get my spar up, and I'll just make sure that's going to work well for when the mast comes out in a couple of weeks' time. And also I'll be fiberglassing in my newly fabricated fuel tank. So that'll be good to have those things out of the way. They've been hanging around for a couple of weeks now. And then I'm having a break. I'm heading to a great mate's wedding. It's actually his 4th wedding in Italy. Not that he's got married 4 times in Italy, but it is his 4th wedding. So I'm going to be off boat work for a couple of weeks, and I'm sort of looking forward to that. I'll be back, and I'll see you all again next time. Bye.